Get ready to be shocked. You won't believe what some snakes have swallowed. From surprising meals to downright bizarre snacks, the snake world is full of jaw-dropping stories that will leave you speechless. Imagine a snake trying to gulp down something twice its size, or a creature you'd never expect to see in a snake's stomach. Join us as we dive into the wildest tales of nature's most unexpected eaters. Snake swallows teddy bear. In an unexpected turn of events, a teddy bear found himself in quite the sticky situation on the Gold Coast of Australia. Cozy and secure in his owner's bed, the plush toy suddenly became the target of an uninvited guest, a massive carpet python. Chaos ensued when the snake slithered in, and amidst the panicked family and their barking dog, the snake chose Ted as an easy meal. Tony Harrison, a professional from Reptile Relocation and Awareness, was soon called to the scene. He took the snake to the vet, where an X-ray revealed a very unusual sight: the unmistakable silhouette of a teddy bear lodged inside. But here's the surprising twist. Ted's journey didn't end there. The veterinary team decided to rescue the beloved plush toy, performing a successful surgery that saved both Ted and the python. It was an extraordinary reminder of the strange encounters possible in Australia's unique wildlife ecosystem. Thanks to the quick actions of Tony and the vets, both the snake and the teddy survived this ordeal without lasting harm. Imagine the relief Ted must have felt seeing daylight again after his wild adventure. Snake swallows light bulbs. Imagine finding a 4-foot pine snake with 2 light bulbs bulging from its belly. That's exactly what happened when Florida residents Lynn and Carmen Clark spotted the snake in their front yard, clearly in discomfort. The Clarks quickly realized something was wrong and took action, bundling the snake into their vehicle and rushing it to Santa Fe Community College for help. From there, it was transferred to the University of Florida, where veterinary resident Randy Caligiuri performed a delicate 45-minute procedure to remove the bulbs. Turns out these weren't just any light bulbs. They were likely from a chicken coop, and the snake may have mistaken them for eggs. Students at the university were so intrigued by the unusual patient, they nicknamed it G, short for General Electric. Surprisingly, this wasn't the first time the university handled such a strange case. Years earlier, another snake had swallowed 2 golf balls. It's a wild reminder that even animals can make strange mistakes in their quest for food. Will these reptiles ever learn to be more cautious? Who knows, but it makes for one unforgettable story. Python's unbelievable beach towel snack. Imagine walking along a beach and spotting a python in distress, not because of its natural predators, but because it swallowed a beach towel. Yes, you hear that right. This jungle carpet python, later named Monty Python, accidentally gulped down a whole towel while basking on the sands in Australia. Staff at a Sydney animal hospital quickly rushed Monty into care, where Dr. Olivia Clark and her team faced the unusual challenge. After taking X-rays to pinpoint the towel's location, they carefully removed it using extra-long forceps, performing a precise and delicate procedure that saved Monty from a life-threatening situation. It turns out, Monty's case isn't entirely unique in the snake world. Snakes are known to be extremely curious and sometimes swallow things they shouldn't, including golf balls, bottles, and even kitchen tongs. It's as though they explore their surroundings with their mouths, leading to situations that are both baffling and dangerous. Thanks to the expertise of Dr. Clark and her team, Monty's story ended safely, but it's a reminder of the strange, sometimes risky ways snakes interact with their environment. Snake swallows electric blanket. Imagine cozying up with an electric blanket on a cold winter night. Now imagine a 12-foot Burmese python doing the same, but with a twist. This python, named Houdini, didn't just curl up with the blanket, it swallowed it, and not just any part, but the entire queen-size electric blanket, cord and all. Houdini's owner, Carl Bosa, suspects the blanket got tangled with the rabbit meant for the snake's dinner. The shocking incident led Houdini straight to St. Francis Pet Clinic, where veterinarian Karsten Favett performed a complex surgery. X-rays revealed a tangled mess of wires stretching through nearly 8 feet of the snake's body. If left inside, this unconventional meal could have ended tragically for Houdini. Fortunately, after the successful surgery, Houdini made a full recovery and has since become a local celebrity, even making special appearances at schools. This bizarre incident reminds us that, for snakes, anything that smells like food can be a potential meal, even if it's an electric blanket. These unusual feeding habits, however, can lead to serious health problems, highlighting the risks of keeping exotic pets. Houdini's story has become a cautionary tale, fascinating and educating many about the unpredictable nature of these remarkable reptiles. Snake versus kangaroo. Imagine seeing a snake that could swallow a kangaroo whole. That's exactly what happened to Australian woman Helen Smart on a caravan holiday in far north Queensland. While enjoying her trip, Helen witnessed a massive 5-meter python dislocating its jaw to consume an entire kangaroo. This shocking scene unfolded just meters away from her accommodation, with Helen capturing the wild event on camera. Known as an amethystine python, this particular species is Australia's largest snake, and watching it maneuver its jaw to fit the kangaroo's body was both terrifying and mesmerizing. As the snake slowly slithered forward, its body widened with each gulp of its marsupial meal. For Helen, it was a struggle to watch, but she felt relieved that neither she nor her small dogs were on the menu that day. This encounter highlights the sheer strength of Australia's native snakes and reminds us of the reality of life in their territory. Seeing one of the nation's symbols, the kangaroo, fall prey to a local predator left Helen and many others both stunned and fascinated by the power of nature. Giant anaconda devours calf. Imagine watching a giant anaconda as it swallows a calf whole. It's both mesmerizing and terrifying. Unlike most animals, anacondas don't chew their food. Instead, they use their backward curving teeth to latch onto their prey and then swallow it whole. This footage from Gorakhpur, India, captures an enormous anaconda consuming a nilgai calf, a species of Asian antelope. With no signs of struggle from the calf, it's believed that the young animal might have been weakened before the snake struck. As unsettling as it seems, this is typical snake behavior, designed for efficiency rather than taste. Anacondas are non-venomous giants, stretching up to 30 feet long and capable of taking down prey larger than their own heads. Their jaws are incredibly flexible, separating in 4 directions to make swallowing massive animals possible. Found across diverse regions like Africa, Nepal, and India, these snakes rely on this unique feeding style to thrive. It's no wonder they're known for their remarkable adaptability, showcasing the impressive evolutionary advantage that has helped them become such formidable hunters in their environments. Giant python swallows a wild boar whole. Imagine hiking through a scenic path, only to be met with a sight straight out of a horror story. A group of hikers near Saku Oi Kung encountered an enormous snake attempting to devour a massive wild boar. The poor boar, measuring about 1 meter long, was already motionless, wrapped tightly in the python's coils as it was slowly swallowed whole. Within minutes, the boar vanished entirely into the snake's body, leaving behind just a massive bulge as the snake slithered away. The hikers, both shocked and awestruck, received a warning to keep a close watch on their pets, a reminder of nature's raw power in the wild. But that wasn't the only bizarre sight recently caught on camera. In another jaw-dropping encounter, a massive snake tried to devour a full-grown monitor lizard. The struggle played out on a quiet roadside as the snake wrestled to fit its unusual meal down its throat. The lizard's sharp claws and sheer size turned this attempt into a tense standoff, twisting both creatures into a surreal knot. After hours of effort, the snake finally gave up and spat the lizard out, slinking away in defeat. This strange moment left passers-by wondering, how often do snakes bite off more than they can handle? Hungry python swallows BBQ tongues. Who would have guessed a snake would make a snack out of kitchen utensils? In May 2015, Winston, a pet python in Australia, took an unusual turn after being fed a mouse. Instead of letting go of the metal tongues used to serve his meal, he clamped down and swallowed them whole. When his owner, Aaron Rouse, tried retrieving the tongs, Winston refused to budge, eventually swallowing them entirely. This decision led Winston straight to the operating table. At Adelaide University, veterinarians had to surgically remove the tongs from his belly, as attempting to regurgitate them could have damaged his insides. Thankfully, the surgery was a success and Winston made a full recovery, proving that even in the animal world, curiosity can lead to unexpected adventures. The snake heist of 36 million naira. A shocking claim recently emerged from Nigeria, where a snake has been blamed for swallowing a staggering 36 million naira, roughly $100,000, from an examination board office. Auditors at the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB in Makurdi, Benue State, were stunned to discover that the funds had disappeared without a trace. But the explanation was even stranger. A sales clerk claimed a snake was responsible for the missing cash. According to her, the snake somehow slithered into the accounts office and gobbled up the money, amounting to over 36,000 banknotes. This peculiar story had skeptics buzzing and quickly became a media sensation. As if the tale couldn't get any more bizarre, the clerk later revealed she had conspired with a fellow JAM employee to spiritually steal the money, supposedly using the snake as a mystical accomplice. This unusual claim stirred curiosity, as some in Nigeria believe snakes can serve as spiritual guides or even as vessels for mischief. But was this merely a creative cover-up for the missing money? The clerk's suspension left many wondering if this was an attempt to distract from her actions or if she genuinely believed in the supernatural power of her story. While the investigation continues, this strange saga has blurred the line between belief and reality, leaving people speculating if a snake could indeed pull off such an extraordinary heist. Python versus alligator. Imagine witnessing a Burmese python swallowing an alligator whole. That's exactly what happened in South Florida, and it's as shocking as it sounds. This incredible footage shows the massive snake taking down a full-grown alligator in the Everglades, where these pythons are now so dominant, they're wiping out species one by one. Even the mighty American alligator isn't safe. The python's unique jaw structure, with unfused lower jaws, lets it consume animals many times its size, showcasing one of nature's most impressive feeding techniques. What's even more surprising is the python's ability to adapt its body to massive meals. Researchers found that these snakes can almost double their organs and adjust their metabolism after a big feast. Using powerful constriction, they take down animals slowly, and this particular meal took an astonishing 3 hours to finish, with the alligator still alive for much of it. It's a brutal display of survival in the wild, reminding us just how fierce nature can be. Python versus crocodile. Can you imagine battling for 5 hours just to catch your dinner? That's exactly what a determined python did along the shores of Lake Mandara in Queensland, Australia. Captivating footage from 2014 shows a 10-foot-long python engaged in a dramatic wrestling match with a crocodile. Onlookers were treated to this intense spectacle one weekend in March, and the video quickly went viral, racking up over 56 million views on YouTube. The python expertly constricted the crocodile while gradually stretching its mouth over the reptile's scaly body, creating a breathtaking scene that left everyone stunned. As the battle unfolded, both the crocodile and the snake were seen wrestling on the shoreline and submerged in the water. In the end, the python emerged victorious, with the outline of the crocodile's legs and scales clearly visible through its belly. This remarkable event isn't an isolated case. Pythons often target crocodiles for their meals. These incredible snakes can swallow prey that measures 75 to 100% of their own size. It's a wild world out there, where even the most formidable predators must fight for survival. Indigo snake versus rat snake. Prepare to be amazed by the brutal reality of the animal kingdom, where no creature is safe from becoming someone else's meal. In a striking video, we witness an eastern indigo snake and a rat snake face off in a battle of survival. The eastern indigo, known for its size and strength, dominates the scene as it effortlessly overpowers the unfortunate rat snake. These carnivorous reptiles will eat anything they can catch, showcasing their opportunistic feeding habits. This encounter is a stark reminder that in nature, being quick or sneaky is often not enough to escape a predator's grasp. But what happens next is truly astonishing. As the rat snake struggles to escape, the indigo snake begins the slow and methodical process of swallowing it whole. It's hard to fathom how such a large prey fits into the indigo's body without causing harm. This dramatic moment reveals the harsh realities of survival in the wild, where one creature's life is sacrificed for another's nourishment. The indigo snake's remarkable ability to consume prey larger than itself is a testament to its predatory prowess, highlighting the fierce competition and adaptability required to thrive in nature's ruthless food chain. The bizarre tale of snakes eating themselves. Imagine being so hungry that you'd consider eating your own arm. While that's a joke we all know, snakes take the concept of self-cannibalism to a startling level. This strange behavior, known as Ouroboros, symbolizes infinity and the endless cycle of life and death. However, when your pet snake starts munching on its own tail, it's a different story. This unusual act often means the snake is overheated and disoriented. Their metabolism spikes, creating a false sense of hunger that leads them to snack on whatever is nearby, even their own tail. But it doesn't end there. Snakes might also mistake their tails for prey, especially during shedding or when their eyesight dims. If you catch your snake in the act, lowering the room temperature or misting it with cold water can help. In severe cases, a trip to the vet might be necessary, as these episodes can become fatal. This situation highlights the need for snake owners to monitor their pets' environments closely. Staying vigilant can help prevent these distressing moments and ensure your snake remains healthy and safe. Python versus wildebeest. Imagine stumbling upon a scene so extraordinary that it leaves you speechless. In the South African bush, a baby wildebeest calf found itself in a life-or-death struggle with a hungry African python. Rudy Hoff, manager of the Velgaven Game Reserve, captured this incredible moment as the massive snake was caught in the act of swallowing its enormous meal. Typically, pythons prefer smaller prey, so seeing one tackle a creature as large as a calf was nothing short of astounding. Hoff, with 15 years of experience as a game ranger, expressed that he had never witnessed anything quite like it before. The shocking images left experts both impressed and puzzled, revealing the sheer adaptability of these snakes. The scene played out over a tense 30 minutes, with guests at the reserve observing the python stretching its mouth to consume the sizable meal. As night fell, Hoff and the visitors had to leave, returning the next morning only to find no trace of the python or the wildebeest. This encounter reminds us of nature's wild unpredictability, always keeping us on our toes. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to wake up inside a snake? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, stay curious.